In 1994, Speed was released and it starred Keanu Reeves, Dennis Hopper, Sandra Bullock, and Jeff Daniels and was a big box office success. 3 years later we got Cruise Control and it's one of the worst sequels in history. Speed never needed a sequel, it stands on its own just fine. Forget it even existed, there is no way to fix it. We are going to rewrite it because we know it's Hollywood and they would have wanted a sequel, and this time Keanu Reeves takes the $12 million offer because he liked the script. Speed 2 takes place a few years after the events of the first. Jack and Annie's relationship didn't last too long. Jack is now a lieutenant who finally gets a long-deserved vacation and gets a free vacation to Paris with his colleague and partner Sherry, played by Tamia. Annie is a struggling actress now and is also heading to Paris for a big break. We also learn of the villain Alex, who is a copycat of Howard Payne, the villain of the first movie. He's responsible for setting up Jack and Annie to meet again. Both Jack and Annie are on a TGV high-speed train that can go over 300 miles per hour with 12 stops to Paris and will arrive in 5 hours. This train is a brand new model with TV displays. As Jack and Sherry settle into their seat, they notice Annie sitting a few rows ahead of them. Jack tries to strike up a conversation with Annie, who is uncomfortable and shy. Jack wonders if their failed relationship is still weighing on her mind. She pretends that the guy sitting next to her is her fiancé. As the train takes off, a display is shown of Alex, who reveals his plot to blow up the train if it doesn't maintain a minimum speed of 300 miles per hour, and that the government of France has only a few hours to hand him over $10 million francs. Everyone freaks out. Annie understands what's going on and tells Jack it's happening all over again. Jack tries to talk to the conductor, but he doesn't know French. The train goes through so many obstacles. The first is an explosion that goes off in front of the train, injuring the conductor. No one else knows what to do. Annie takes over the train with the help of Jack, who struggles with passengers and crew. The next obstacle is a set of tracks that have been sabotaged, and the train has to take a regular train track through a rugged terrain, passing through several small towns. They even smash through some vehicles on the way, while Jack communicates on the train radio with the local law enforcement with an officer who can speak English. The officer takes on the role similar to Sergeant Al Powell in Die Hard was to John McClane. The train has multiple explosives, and Jack, who has better expertise in bombs, manages to take all of them out till we find out that Alex was on the train this whole time. He has a bomb strapped on him and instantly kills Sherry and shoots Jack's leg. It's just a scrape. Annie, in a desperate attempt, manages to go off track and partially derails the train, giving Jack enough time to fight Alex. Jack takes him outside and an explosion happens far enough away from the train. Jack ends up at the hospital. Annie tells Jack on his hospital bed that she's sorry about Sherry. Jack says he's sorry that their relationship didn't work. Annie goes for coffee downstairs, and as she returns, Jack is oddly missing. She's got a bad feeling about this and takes a gun from some passengers' purse she noticed earlier on in the train. She finds someone holding Jack across the street. Alex survived the explosion. He holds Jack with a gun and a bomb trigger. He reveals that he's the son of Howard Payne and has waited years to get revenge for his father's murder. He grew up in the ranks of the police force just like his dad, and Jack remembers him. He says he always had a plan B and asks Annie to make a choice: blow up the hospital or let her old boyfriend Jack die. Annie has her gun out as Alex laughs. Jack shouts to shoot. Alex says she'll never shoot. Annie shoots him right across his forehead, giving Jack enough time to grab the trigger and save the hospital. Jack says he taught Annie well and they embrace, promising never again travel together. What do you think of this rewrite? Comment below, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching in the plot.